It's wormy party times. We got a new sample. Got a new sample. It's right here. Green screen is kind of messing with it here. Put this. There is well, green screen is messing with it because that's green. That's a leaf, and it's like some cloudy stuff and some stuff there at the bottom. So we're gonna take a look at whatever's in here. Oh, hello. The little ding. I gotta turn off my notifications. Those are Gradius sounds, yes. So let's see here. Got the microscope on. I got a clean squeegee thingy, dropper thingy. And I got a kitty cat over here. If I pick her up, she'll start like whining. So I could pick her up and put her in the camera, but she'll get mad. She's just good, just sitting right over there. She's a good luck kitty cat. So we have not looked at this at all. We don't know what's in it. We're going to find out right now. Live on the YouTubes. There you go. Get that dropper in there. Take something from the middle. And put some drops over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are little drops. 9. They're not big fat drops. 10. Like big fat rain. I was in that movie. And put the slide up onto the stage. Oh, and we're already on the second objective. I must have left off on the second objective on the last stream. And get blinded. And let's see what's in here. Oh, hey, something's in here. Wait, I saw something. What was that? Hey, what are you? I don't know. Something. Hey, what is it? He's hard to track there. He's a little fast. So I think, okay, that's the bottom of the slide. Here we are in the drop. There's not a lot of any like solid material here because you know I just got from the middle of that sample. Oh, here we go. Now that's like floating on the top. So yeah, you got this little guy swimming around in a circle. Here's another little thing. These things are fast. Too fast. Oh, that looks like a dead something, maybe? Or just a hair. That's just like a hair. Okay. Oh, I'm not even in the drop there. So that's okay. So that's the edge of the drop there. That's the bottom of the slide. So it's hard to look at this one. Yeah. Because there's not a lot of solid, there's not really any solid material in here. Alright, so I'm just going to have to watch. I'm just looking back and forth from my view and where the light's coming through on the drop, so I can see that's the edge of the drop there on the left. So I'm scrolling down. So yeah, there's some other. I'm trying hard not to. Every time I touch anything, the table especially, we'll get some jiggly action on some of these lighter things. There's something swimming very fast. Way too fast. I'm only on the first objective. Oh yeah, what we're looking at too, this is a new sample, as you know itself from the title card. Uh, it's shared plant water between like three different plants, two pepper plants and another one. It had a bunch of algae and stuff growing. And you got these little guys in here swimming. Focus. They're just too fast. Look at that. That's like the edge. It's the edge of the drop. I've been contemplating turning the camera orientation upside down for me, but then I'll have to relearn how I'm moving the stage around. Of course, I haven't totally trained myself, so I could probably do it. Still new at this. What is it? He's chubby. He's been eating. I do not know. What's this? Scratch on the bottom? Yeah, scratch on the bottom of the slide. So I'm focusing all the way to the bottom. So if I pull back, get more into the drop here. Fast Fred. That's a good name. Fred. We'll call him Fred. Hey, there he is. How's it going, Fred? Makes me think of Fred Flintstone and Barney and Wilma and all those characters. Turn it back upside down, okay? Turn it back upside down. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my camera upside down, but then I wouldn't be getting to the bottom of the drop, you know, where the beat is found. I would be going to the top of the drop, which wouldn't, that's the wrong place to find the beat. So I guess it kind of makes sense this way. There's another little swimmy thing. I think he's different. Is he different than Fred? He's smaller, that's for sure. He's slower. Oh, hey Fred. Hey Fred. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. A bunch of Freds just showed up. This one's a little bit slower. If one of them slows down enough, this one's a little bit slower. Maybe I can get him on the. Right when I say that, then he does a couple little whoop-de-loos and like whirligig. What are you doing? Freaking out. Like he's chill and then he's bah, you know. They probably sense, I mean, I'm moving them around too. So they're probably freaking out, like going, why is it when I swim in this direction, I move this way? And I swim in that direction and somebody's moving me. The hand of God moves me. But it's not God, it's just me. God's way bigger. But these guys don't know, you know, they think probably that someone's moving them around every time they swim in a certain direction. And that's me. That is a fat Fred right there. He is a fatty. Looks like a little fat fish, you know? Like an itty bitty fish, but he's probably like some sort of you know, one celled, or it's hard to tell at this, range. He's too fast. If I go in tighter, it's going to be even harder to get him. Unless he stops for a minute. Fred. Hey, Fred, where you going, man? What? You're rushing around like there's a fire. Dude, Fred, which way you going, man? Uh, you're hard to track. Yeah, he don't know. He's probably looking for some food, and there's not really much in here for him to eat unless it's dissolved in the water or something. Hey, what's up, little Freds? Oh, this little guy. He's a little bit slower. Slow down, dude. I want to take a better look at you. Let's see if we can do it. Pull back to focus. Oh, look. Oh, yeah. He's got those little cilias. Like he's cleaning up the water while he's swimming around or something. Now he's way out. Now he's way out. Come on, get back in. Get back down there. I don't want to pull the focus and then pull it back. Go down. There you go. Damn. He's tough. All right. Where are you? What are you doing? What are you? He's not he's not any of the things that I've seen so far. I watched that the Journey to the Microcosmos channel. Yeah, of course. And I don't know if they have this guy on there. I gotta go back through and watch all their videos. But I've identified a lot, the rotifers by their videos, and parameciums by their videos, you know. And I know when I find a water bear, because I'm gonna find one. When I find a water bear, it's gonna be, hopefully, it'll be live, and I'll know what it is when I see it. There you go. Hang out there for a second, buddy. Just chill. What is it? I don't know. I have no idea what that is. It's Fred. It's fancy free Fred. That's hard to say. Fancy free Fred. I thought for a second it was like those little shrimpy things that I've seen on the other videos, but that is a new thing. Another new thing. New things all the time. I mean, I just need to find more. I want to find some samples that are in nature, not necessarily in the house or in outside on the next to the sidewalk or on trees in the neighborhood. But that's what I'm working with right now. Got a busy schedule. There's only so much time now. There's this leaf in here is covered in some kind of green algae, mossy looking substance. So maybe if I try to get something right off the top here, we'll get something different. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. So let's try this. That was about 4 drops, 5 drops. They're little drops because the drops seem bigger, when you've got a lot of solid material in there, spongy moss kind of stuff. Lichens, which I haven't really looked at any lichens yet, but lichens can be, more, I don't know, voluminous, I guess you could say. Depending on the type and what it's, living on and all that stuff. So we're at the top of the drop. I'm blind. Let's go. Oh, second objective. Ah, fuzzy. Oh, there was something moving though. Something's moving. Another Fred? Looks like it maybe. Oh, focus. Focus. Ah, all right. Let's move around. See if I can get in range here on the focus. I'll just look for anything moving, not just jiggling. That was a little thing. Itty bitty things. Big fat Fred. Itty bitty Fred. Hmm. So right at the top of the drop, there's some more of that weird, like, light fibers thing. Looks like parts of plant material. Oh, hey, what's up, Fred? There he is. Another Fred. Oh, there's another Fred down there. Another fat, fast Fred. Fancy free, fast, fat Fred. Ooh, I said that without screwing it up. I didn't know what order I was going to say it in. Except Fred last, of course. But, Fred, you're jiggling. You're jiggling. That one goes back and forth, back and forth. Oh, oh, that's a big one. Look at that one. Ooh. Well, look at you. What is it? Focus. OMG. OMG. It's difficult to find. Where are you? I'll find you yet. Okay, I lost him. My fault. Sorry. It's a little bit difficult. I feel like I need to put a couple of grains of sand in these samples just to have something. This doesn't have a lot of solid material, so I don't know where the bottom of the, or where the surface of the slide is really. So that's probably a good idea. I should keep a little bit of sand around just to sort of put something down in there so I can see where the surface is. Because this one's a little tough. Oh, hey, what's up, Fred? And, as you can see, he can go completely out of focus so far that I can't even tell there's anything there. So that's something to think about. Oh, oh, but that, these guys, some of them are big enough. OMG, this is a little difficult. Sorry for the shaky wobbly wobbles. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, this is a difficult drop to view. He's moving, but I want to find that big one in there. There's a big one up there. There he is. What are you doing, Fred? What are you, Fred? Why are you moving like that, Fred? So difficult to follow. He's big, though. He is really difficult to follow. Yeah, that's tricky. Okay. Well, sorry for that one. That one's gonna be hard for me. He's just moving too fast. He's too big, and yeah, and I can't see the bottom of the slide, and that's my fault because I didn't think about putting a couple of something down there. So this time, I'm going to shoot for the stuff that's at the bottom of this sample, since there is some solid material down there. Not much, but there is some. Hey, and we might find something new. I keep cutting my head off. Alright. Down in here. And try to get some of this stuff that's down here. Oh yeah. Got a few chunks of something. Chunks of something. Brand new product from NyQuil. I don't know. I made it up. Get your chunks of something today. Hey, we have 4 viewers. That's a new record. Celebrate, everyone. 4. It's amazing. I'm very pleased. Okay. All right, let's go. I'm going to put this slide up on the stage. Get to the top of the drop. Get blinded. You know when I'm blind, it's time to switch over to the microscope view. Oh, I see a wormy looking thing. What is that? Right off the bat. Adam, you got your wish. It's a worm party. He's dancing. Oh, look. There's our little wormy friends. So familiar. This really wouldn't. I don't know if this is. It looks like a rotifer. I think it's a rotifer. Yeah, I think these inchwormy things are rotifers. And I just haven't really noticed it. It's just that when they are not, doing their rotifery things, you can't tell. They look like wormy looking things. They move around like inchworms. I got to do some more research, but it seems that when they want to spin their little wheels and they just stay in one place and then they go. And it looks like he's doing it right now. And I've kind of been going back and forth on this theory, whether these are rotifers or not rotifers, based on that. Because every once in a while, it looks like they stick out their little wheels and they go. And they do their thing. But I'm not sure. It looks the thing that stops me is that the body shape is a little bit different from what I've seen before when they're doing their wheelie things. But yep, yeah. But see, there he goes. He's yep. He's sucking up the water. Let's see if I can get him. Yeah, I think that's I think that's a rotifer. Let's see if he does his spinny thing again. Oh yeah, see? I don't know. I could be wrong. If anybody knows for sure, please correct me because I want to know. But these things are fascinating. And look, there's another. There's a swimmy thing over there too. A green swimmy thing. I kind of am afraid to move it too much. I'm on the second objective right now, and I really like looking at these guys. See, they move around like a little inchworm, and then every once in a while, they stick up their heads and they spin around their little wheels, and they spit up the water. And you can see a lot of times you can see the flow of the water. It's a little difficult to focus on because he's moving around in 3 dimensions here, but yeah, and he sticks his feet, onto the glass. Kind of moves around. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the first one here and see what else we see in this drop. Glad we saw something right off the bat, little wormy, squiggly, wormy thing. Where did that thing go? I lost him. I got so caught up on this other inchwormy, what I think is a rotifer. Look, there's another right there. Yeah, rotifer. Yeah, yeah. Worm party. What else is in here? A little more stuff, solid stuff to look at. Let's go down. Going down this way. Like do like a little zigzag thing. See these little round things every once in a while, and I always think, is that an egg? Could there be a tardigrade in there? I always want to look over. these things a little closer just to see if I can tell. But that, oh, that almost looks like some kind of spore or something, doesn't it? Maybe a fungus? Could be. Something just swam by really fast. On the second objective, just kind of looking at this thing, it looks like it's got, I mean, that's got some sort of structure to it. It looks sort of like an egg to me, or like a spore, and there's an internal structure there, you can tell. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go back out. First objective again, refocus, and let's scroll around. So here we go, some like moss, and sometimes I find things kind of, yeah, hanging out over here by the moss, because some things eat this. Now there's a thing. What is it? Is that a Fred? What you doing, Fred? He kind of more looks like some of those other shrimpy sort of things that I've seen before. They kind of glide over the rocks and the algae. I mean, presumably eating, I guess. Don't know. But yeah, he's really liking that moss. We got some other little guys. This guy is doing a little dance. He was happy about the moss. This other one is just chilling on the moss. All right. Yeah, he likes to do a little dance there in a circle. Yeah, that's a fat Fred, isn't it? That's a fat Fred. I mean, I don't know what it is, but he's new. He's new for us. What's over here in the corner? There's something over here down here in the corner. Is this the same? Okay, you're the same little guy. Okay. Thought for a second it might have been a worm. All right, never mind. I'm gonna keep going. There's a fat Fred though. Fat, fast Fred. I don't know how he can be so fast and be so fat at the same time. It's pretty good. And that is our little rotifer friend. Or inchwormy kind of thing. Look at him again. I like him. I do. I find a lot of these guys. Lots and lots of them. In fact, this was one of the first things I found. It's one of these things. And I went, what's that? A worm? Looks like an inchworm kind of thing, except not an inchworm, be like a millum worm. Uh, I don't know what's smaller than milla. Nano worm. He's a nano worm. Yeah. Oh, he just like his stomach gets all big and then he starts his little wheels. Yeah, see? Rotifer. That's where he looks like a rotifer. And then he transforms into a little nano worm. Yeah. So that's why it's been kind of confusing to me. I didn't know rotifers would like kind of crawl around like that. I just seen, the close-up shots of them doing their, their wheels. There's another one. Ooh, he's slow. Right there at the bottom. Yeah. I mean, I'm not not a scientist. I'm just a guy with with access to a microscope. That's it. We got 4 viewers. That's a new Monkey Puppet live stream record. Thinking about changing the name of this channel because it's not easy to search for. Well, YouTube. I don't know if YouTube likes me. I don't. I don't have anything really popular. I have a couple of videos with a few thousand views, but Monkey Puppet is definitely really difficult to search for on YouTube. There's a lot of other users with that name, and they're all kind of silly. A lot of silly ones with actual puppets and stuff. Pictures of puppets and videos of puppets. I don't have any videos of puppets. I just Monkey Puppet because that's just an old name I've used online for a long, long time. So, thinking about changing the name of this channel, not to be Microscope related, but to be kind of just general interesting stuff. I added a description to this channel that just says all the things. And if there's not, I haven't really looked, but if there's not already an all the things channel that has any decent content, then I might just try to change it to all the things. It's not really all the things, but it's, just a smattering of things. I mean, nobody can really do all the things. But when we say all the things, it's like all the things that you want to do, all the things that you find interesting. Look at this view. Looks like a space view. Looks like a bunch of galaxies with a giant rotifer in the center. Look, he's sucking up a galaxy. Oh wait, that's a Fred. Hey, look, it's a fat, fast Fred hanging out. But yeah, I don't know. Ooh, that looks interesting. That look like a couple of eggs on some moss, some kind of alien eggs or something. Oh, we need a name for the for this guy. I think it is a rotifer, but we can name this individual rotifer too, if you want. Although he's not going to live forever. We know that because as soon as I get another slide, he's pretty much toast. Sorry, Fred. Uh, they could all be Fred. Who knows? You know. We're still on the second objective. I believe it's 400 times magnification. And this microscope has 2 other lenses that we hardly ever use because one is a very high objective with a very small depth of field and should only be used, in my opinion, with slides with cover slips unless you're going to drop the stage. We've got the stage in a nice spot. I don't really want to move it. So, yeah. Um, but the other one is an oil slide. It's a oil objective to be used with a thick oil, which they gave us some, but we need to buy some fresh oil because the oil that came with the microscope is a little old, I would say. What's up, Fat Fred? Or what is it? A shrimp? A Fat Fred? Who knows? Not me. Somebody, somebody in the chat, know what this is? I don't know. I would get dizzy if I moved around like that. Seriously. Okay, I'm gonna move back to the first objective. Focus, because you guys gotta refocus. So you move between them. Let's see what else is in here. Another wormy friend. Rotifer friend. I think it might be a good idea at some point to, once you isolate, I mean, look how many there are. Look at this. Got three in one shot here. Um, you put the cover slide on and it severely limits their range up and down where they can move around, but it gives you, the viewer, an opportunity to look at some of these things in a higher magnification. When I make the edited videos for this channel, um, I have the ability to kind of digitally zoom in and get closer and try to see the detail. And of course, over stream, I changed from Wi-Fi to a cable. I don't know if the quality has improved at all. I did do a speed test. My upload speed was the same for both Wi-Fi and cable, so a little bit. It was like 2 megabits lower or something, or I don't know. It wasn't that much difference with Wi-Fi, but I plugged the cable in anyway, and maybe the stream is a little bit more stable than some of the previous streams, and hopefully that will improve the resolution. But since I'm so far, and this guy over here isn't going anywhere, he looks like he's stuck to this moss, so I'm going to focus in on him. But for the streams, at some point we might start doing the cover slips. Just means you have to use a lot less water. So I have to just make sure I know in advance that there's enough of these little guys to look at in the sample. This sample I just looked at live for the first time right here on the stream. So I really had no idea what was in it. Hey, and we have 5 viewers. We got 5. That's a record, you guys. 5 viewers. It's a record for this stream. But what is this, my 5th stream? So, I get like a viewer a stream, something like that. So, yeah, we're looking for water bears, but I do find a lot of these little rotifers. I'm pretty convinced this is a rotifer now. I keep saying the word over and over, but I keep seeing him pop out as little two. See this one in particular, he moves around like a little inchworm, but then he every once in a while sticks his little head up and the wheels pop out. And he does, there it is. And see, it's hard because then he moves up, he moves his head up into the drop. I gotta focus. He probably senses all the vibration of me touching the microscope, so I gotta keep my hands off. Trying to keep my hands off here. So you can see him doing his thing. Yeah, so far, to me, this is one of the most fascinating things that we've found. Does he got a little brain in there? Is that little, see that little dot? Is that like a brain? You got a little rotifer worm brain in there? Oh, look at him go. So let's see, got the 2 wheels on either side. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's him. And he's got, okay, my wife showed me a picture of rotifer, like a drawing, basically, and it's like got a detailed. Is that his brain I'm looking at? It is his brain, isn't it? Well, no, okay, in the front. So what's that thing in the middle then? Yeah. I should get this. I gotta, can you send me the link to this and I'll try to put it up on the screen. Somebody else just showed up. A little flat thing. I don't think I've ever seen that thing before. I'm just looking at it right now, going, wait a minute. What's that? It looks like a flounder. OMG. All the time, new things. Look, and what's this thing that he's swimming around? Okay, I'm getting sidetracked here. I was talking about rotifers and now I'm seeing this thing. All right, cool. So I want to pull up, I want to try to pull up this website here. So I gotta go in and look into my email and see if there's something there for me to share with you guys. You sent it to my email? Don't see it yet, but of course my email's been kind of weird tonight. I don't know why. It says it's got stuff and then it doesn't have stuff. So yeah, I didn't get anything, but not yet anyway. Okay. Well, I'm on the second objective. That little flat thing seems to have gone away. You guys have been watching. I have not. I've been logging into my email. All right, what's going on? Oh, here we go. So there's this little flat guy over here, and then we got rotifers. Got this one. Sorry, it's a little out of focus. There you go. We got this one. He's doing his little rotifer thing there. There we go. I see the link now. I just want to put this image up here if I can. All right, here we go. I'm just pulling up this image of this rotifer diagram here for you. Oh, it's already here. Yeah, so what we're looking at, I think that little thing in the middle is like that round kind of where it says gastric gland, salivary gland. I think that's what I was kind of seeing, maybe. It's hard to say because when he's all stretched out. Oh, okay. No, maybe that is his brain. I think that little dot there is his brain. Yeah. So that's what you can see. I guess the little mouth they're calling the trochus, a crown of cilia, two crowns that spit up the water. Now he's going to be going under a big piece of moss. Here, I'm going to take this image off the screen here, and oh, he just decided to kick it right there. Okay. I want to look on this piece of moss since it's so large, and I'm still on the second objective, so I'm going to pull out and see what we can see. 5 viewers, you guys. Can't believe it. It's a world record. Tell your friends. We'll get it higher. Oh, 6. Hey, 6. Mrs. Bacon. Uh-oh. That looks like a I can't I'm not going to show it cuz there might be a naughty picture in there. Big Booty Judy show hide. I don't know what that is. I've never seen anything like that on YouTube. Um, ooh, look, a wormy. What's up, little worm? Doing a little dance? You happy little worm? Happy little worm doing a little worm dance and worm party? Yeah. Okay, let's see. What does it do when I say show? Oh, it just says Big Booty Judy. Oh, okay. Oh, it was the comment. So I get to choose whether I get to show or hide the comment. That wasn't a bad comment. I'll let you show it. I was trying. Sorry, I'm new at this whole YouTube streaming thing and the microscope thing for that matter. Where'd you go, Wormy? I look away and then you're gone. All right. You want to have a little party? You want to dance around? I don't blame you. I can't be mad at that. What is this? Another rotifer? Yeah, there he is, a little rotifer. So yeah, so YouTube automatically detects certain words, I guess. I've seen people get away with things. I've seen people cheat the system. I'm trying to figure out what I'm sort of looking at here because not just the big green globule in the middle there, which, is interesting, but see on the edge here, well, we've got a rotifer coming in from the top of the screen, just crawling on in like a nano worm, which I'm calling him a nano worm. He's not a worm at all, but he is a rotifer. He is this. But I'm looking at these kind of dead looking things, and I'm always kind of looking for things that are alive or dead because even if I find a water bear, which I don't think this is, but even if I do and I find one and it looks dead, it might not be dead because water bears can, they can sort of curl up and harden up and survive for long periods of time. Now, the idea, though, is in water, they wouldn't do that. That in water, they should be animated. So, and the other reason why I'm looking for dead things is just to see if I can identify what it is, and if I can figure out if anything's eating it. Because sometimes that could be, a clue to what these guys are eating. Here's a little shrimpy guy in the foreground, swimming around with a rotifer in the background, crawling around. So, yeah, this is the kind of stuff you find in your plant water. And I found rotifers in moss growing on next to a sidewalk. I found these guys in moss growing on a tree. I found them in soil, which has like a lichen kind of looking, I don't know, it was like a blue-green kind of whitish stuff growing on top of the soil. Um, so I don't know what it is. And yeah, and then this, which is plant water. This is water, like wastewater from uh, three plants that did not survive because they could have, but they got infected with aphids. We had some peppers that got infected with aphids. So, but the water doesn't have any of the. Wow, look at this triple rotifer. Oh my gosh, you guys, quadruple rotifer, you guys. OMG. Look at these guys having a party. They're all over the place. Yeah, I find them everywhere. This is actually a really good concentration of them, though. I mean, oh, hey, Wormy. Worm party. Mm, 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 mm. Worm party. Worm party. I just made it. It's gonna be a hit on the YouTubes. We're gonna do a video and everything. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna make that. I'm just kidding. I'll spare you. That's enough. That 5 seconds of it. Bad. Oh, hey, I got a kitty cat friend. What's up, kitty cat friend? Oh yeah, you want to talk on the stream? Meow meow meow. Look, there's a worm. You want to eat it? Bet you want to eat it. Kitty cat want to eat the worm. He looks stuck. Are you stuck, dude? You having a problem? You trying to swim? Maybe one of your rotifer friends will help you out. They don't seem to care. They don't seem to like you. What'd you do to them? What'd you do to them, huh? Why aren't they helping you out? They're crawling away slowly. They just don't care. They don't care. They don't care, dude. Why didn't you make friends? You should have made friends. They might have helped you. You're stuck now. I don't know where you are. I try to look at you. I see a blinding light. I can't. I gotta look at the screen. Oh, oh, oh. You got one end free and then you got stuck on the other end or something. That's what it looks like happened. And now you're stuck on both ends. It's tragic, man. Wormy. Okay, okay. You're all okay now. You're halfway there, dude. You're stuck. Yeah. Don't you wish you had opposable thumbs? It's too bad. Just wriggling there, trying to get out of the moss hairs. Yeah, yeah, he partied too hard. He's still going. I mean, he's rocking, rocking in the worm party. Well, he is in one place. I can look at him closer. I can look at the worm even closer. There he is. Although he's gonna go in and out of focus because he's all over the place. But yeah, there, worm party. There he is. That's a fast BPM, yo. Oh yeah, slow it down. Slow. Oh, did you eat something? Found a snack? Oh yeah, it's yummy. That's yummy. Found a snack. You slow down. Like I had a cigarette. Oh, okay. Yeah. Some people like the worms. I'm not that fond of them really. They're not really what I'm looking for. They're kind of I was kind of disappointed when I started finding lots of these little guys. I mean, I'm not disappointed, but I knew I was going to find them. And then I learned about nematodes, and nematodes are really interesting. I don't think this is a nematode. I think this is some kind of other worm. But yeah, it could be, I guess. If anybody knows, please let me know, because I don't know, and I want to know. But I believe I have found nematodes, and this is not it. Nematodes are a little more complex. But yeah, unless it's a baby one, it could be a baby one. I don't know. Let's see what else is in here. I've been spending a lot of time in this drop, looking at rotifers. There was at least one or two fat Freds in here, whatever they are. Little shrimpy looking things. Little chubby Freds. There's a rotifer. I really do like looking at the rotifers though. I could probably look at them for hours. But it's not exactly what I mean, it is a really cool thing to find. I really like them. But I really want to find a water bear or also known as the tardigrade, an eight-legged little microscopic creature with claws and eyes and a little face and a little brain. And the kitty cat just jumped on the desk, which bumped it. Thanks, kitty cat. Hey, kitty cat, you want to be on the camera? Oh, no, she don't. She wants to go jump in the windowsill. She doesn't care about worms. She don't care about rotifers. She don't care about being on the stream. Another couple of rotifers hanging on to the plant material. Yeah, got rotifers all day long. I could do rotifers. I could do streams of rotifers. Well, I couldn't do it all day long because I got other things to do. But I could. But you know, if like a lot of millions of people wanted to watch it, I don't know. Would I quit my job? Probably not. I like my job, but I don't know. Retirement? Early retirement? Nah. I couldn't imagine a million people would want to watch this. I couldn't imagine 5 people wanted to watch this, but 5 people are watching this right now. I'm one of them. My wife is another one, and my brother is a third one of them. So, you know, for those 2 people, oh, and then you got Mrs. Bacon. So there's one person who I have not identified, who's not in the chat. Uh, so yeah, no idea. I thought when you made that comment that it was going to show a picture when I said show, but it was just for me to say whether I was going to show or hide your comment, as if you like said something like really bad. But YouTube's like, hey, I flagged it because she said booty. Oh, yeah, because that's a bad word or something. Yeah, sure. Compared to the things that people say in YouTube chats, mm, yeah. But anyway, I digress. Look at this beautiful rotifer. I'm going to try to get him on the second objective. Look at him. Oh, kitty cat. Oh, kitty cat. Oh, just a disaster, kitty cat. Bye. She's like, I'm done with the windowsill. I gotta jump onto the desk now, Daddy. Look at his little brain dot, little dot brain right in the center there. He's gonna go under this moss. Oh, and he's gonna crawl right under it. Just keep on going. Oh, look, there's your friend. There's your friend. It's like some kind of round, eggy looking thing. Ooh, what's that sharp thing? Is that a diamond? Caterpillar. It looks like his brain is actually closer to his mouth, which is kind of underneath, the little wheel things, the little cilias. He looks like he's been eating a lot of moss. You can see right through them, so it's kind of easy to see what they've been eating, if you can make it out. And then there's some kind of egg-looking thing down there, more in the center of the screen. No idea if that is an egg or what it is. But yeah. He's got little, looks like the gastric gland is what's moving in there as he's like sucking up the water when he does the little, spins out the little wheels. It's pretty interesting. See that? See that? Right in the center there, that little gland that's working. Yeah. Yep. I could look at these guys all day long, but I think I'm gonna, coming to the end of this stream. I hope you enjoyed looking at these little worms as much as I do. And, the microscope wasn't as much as you might think. There's a lot of ranges of microscopes out there with cameras, or microscopes that you can buy that have a basic setup for a camera, and they sell the cameras on the same. There's one main big microscope website you will find if you search for microscopes, and they have a good range and they have a good price range. If you want to spend tons of thousands of dollars, you can do that. I didn't. You don't really need to. So, but I did go for a higher resolution camera than I could have. I spent a little bit more on the camera than on the microscope. And you can go even higher resolutions than this camera. But it's really all about how much your USB port can handle, because it's a USB setup, USB 3. But the mount will accept other types of cameras that are not, USB. And in fact, Journey to the Cosmos uses a fairly inexpensive camera, digital camera. So, yeah. This is what you find in your plant water, in your soil. Soil maybe right off next to the sidewalk, or soil maybe in planters outside or on trees. Or I find these guys everywhere, these little rotifers. But we did also find some new things, those little fat Freds, whatever those things are. They got the little things that, like clean the water around like that. I don't know if they sound like that, but they do that kind of thing, and they're fat kind of, and they're fast, and they look like little fishes to me or something. And there was that one flat thing that looked kind of flounderish. I don't know. He sort of disappeared. I looked away and he disappeared. I need you guys to go back in the stream and see what happened. You know, you got to try to keep up with these guys swimming around by moving the stage around, like kind of, like this with the slide on top of it. And it's a little bit tricky not to bounce everything around when you got a kitty cat jumping on your uh, desk and things like that. But anyway, uh, sample of the cat fur. Yeah, cat fur. I could get some cat fur. It wouldn't look that interesting, probably. We want to look at some blood. We got some dye or stain, different colors, blue and red or whatever, purple, I think. That's used for staining cells. It kills cells, so that's kind of a problem with it if you want to try to look at living things. But it's good for, if you're taking blood and you want to look at your own blood, it stains the inside of the nucleus so you can see the inside of your cells and things like that. So, anyway, we might stream some of that, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we'll like, look at it and just do it and whatever. But really, the streaming is really for, and the videos that I'm making are mostly for trying to find, new things in samples that are around me or samples that somehow come to me from Canada, maybe something like that. But you know, that's what anything that you guys want to send me to look under the microscope, let me know. And from Canada, I'll take some samples from Canada for sure, because you guys probably have stuff that we don't have down here. And you never know until you look at it. I mean, these things, I mean, you can tell that this water is cloudy, but you can't tell that there's anything like alive in it. It's cloudy though. So, anyways, that was fun. Finding all the burnt worm parties and the bugs and all that kind of stuff. We'll do another stream as soon as I find another sample or another creature or something like that. So, um, I came in with an effect, so maybe I can go out with a similar effect. Bye.